Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about getting monetized on YouTube in 2021. I'm also going to share a little bit about how you can earn money through YouTube, the monetization process when you meet the targets, what the targets are, and I'm also going to share with you my tips and tricks for getting monetized faster. If I could go back and talk to my past self and give her some tips, these are the things that I have learned that would have helped me get monetized quicker. And I'm also going to share with you how much YouTube paid me for the first month that I was monetized. So I'm going to divide this video into a few different sections, so if you want to jump to the part that you're most interested in, I will put some timestamps in the description box below. As always, if you find this video interesting, please give it a like and subscribe. I have lots of new videos planned, so please stick around. So, first part of this video I wanted to talk about is the requirements for monetization and a general overview as to how you earn money on YouTube. So there are three main ways of earning money through YouTube. The first one is through ads. So this is kind of what this video is focusing on, getting monetized, being able to put ads on your videos. So you may have noticed before this video started, there might have been an advert before the video itself started playing. There may be ads in the middle of this video, and there may be ads at the end. There also might be an advert bar across the bottom, things like that. That is one way of earning money on YouTube, is by having ads. Another way of earning money on YouTube is through sponsorships, having a partnership with a company where they pay you to talk about their product in a video, whether that is a portion of a video or the whole video. It is being sponsored by that company and they will pay you a certain amount of money to talk about their product. The third most popular way to make money on YouTube is through affiliate marketing. So for those of you who don't know, affiliate marketing is where an influencer has a specific link for a product or a company, and if you click on that link and buy a product, then that influencer will get a very, very small percentage commission of what you pay. So you don't pay anything more for the product, but that influencer will make a very, very small commission on that sale. So you'll quite often see in YouTubers' description boxes the equipment that they use. I have it in my own description. I share the equipment that I use for my YouTube videos, and those links are affiliate links. And I have a little disclaimer at the bottom just saying that some of the links might be affiliate links. I might make a small amount of money if you buy a product from that link. It doesn't cost you any more. So that is another way that you make money on YouTube. So I'm gonna hop back to the ads because that is the primary focus of this video and what I wanna share with you. So getting monetized on YouTube, as in to join the YouTube Partner Program, which is when YouTube will put ads on your videos and allow you to make revenue from that. So how do you go about joining the YouTube Partner Program? The requirements for joining the YouTube Partner Program, there are two key components. The first one is that you have to hit 1,000 subscribers. The second one is that you have to hit 4,000 watch hours. So 4,000 hours in the last year of people watching your content. And that seems to be the thing that is more difficult. For me, I hit my subscribers much sooner than I hit my watch hours. So yeah, it's not an easy thing to achieve, but it is doable, and I have some tips for you, so hang around until the end of this video for those tips. They will really help you. So my next part of this video is how long did it take for me to become monetized on YouTube? So I've written myself some notes. I went back over the history of my YouTube channel and found some dates and some information for you. So I actually launched my YouTube channel way back in 2015, and I published my first video on October 25th, 2015. I then posted very sporadically for a few years. I mean, 3 months between, 9 months between, just whenever I felt like I had something to share, I would put something up, but it wasn't, at that point, I wasn't really aiming at anything. It was just sharing when I wanted to share something, but it wasn't something that I put a huge amount of time or energy into, and it wasn't something that I was too interested in at that point in time. And then when it came to early 2020, I did a bit of research, did a bit of reading about it, and actually found myself quite passionate about creating this kind of content. And so I started creating some more videos and decided to expand my blog onto YouTube. At this point, I was still posting very sporadically, but I was actually posting videos, which is obviously the best way to get started. So from the 19th of August, I think I gave myself a bit of a boot up the backside, because I posted pretty much weekly from the 19th of August 2020 until the beginning of December And then I set myself the challenge of doing Vlogmas. So I posted a video every single day. I didn't manage the entire run up to Christmas, but I managed until about, I think it was the 20th. So I'm quite pleased with that for the first time I was doing it, and it was a heck of a challenge. But again, it was a really good experience. I think it taught me a lot about editing videos and kind of speeding up my process in that respect. But it also crucially built up watch time, and it built me some subscribers because I was being consistent. After that point, after Christmas and finishing up what I could of Vlogmas, I then had a massive break. I think I almost burnt myself out by doing Vlogmas, which is why this year I'm going to be doing it slightly differently, but I will tell you about that in a month or so's time. So please click subscribe and you will hear all about it when the time comes to share. As I said, after Vlogmas, I then had a break until the beginning of March. I posted one video on March 1st and another video on April 4th. So actually, very, very sporadic for the first few months of 2021. However, on April 14th, I received an email, this email, saying that I had finally hit the requirements. I actually had been aware that I was coming up to that point. So I had seen that I'd hit the subscribers quite a while earlier, but that I was still pending on the watch hours. I could see my watch hours building up. YouTube actually have a feature where you can click on it and it will tell you how close you are to hitting those targets. So I knew I was really, really close. And I actually saw it tick over to the 4,000th watch hour. So I knew that I'd hit the target, but I did receive an email from YouTube saying that I had hit all the criteria and I would be able to apply to join the YouTube Partner Program. So how long did it actually take? Well, effectively, it took me from August 19th, 2020 to April 14th, 2021. However, in that time, I had a 2.5 month break when I didn't post anything. And then after that point, I only posted 2 videos in 6 weeks. Had I posted consistently after Vlogmas, posted weekly in January and carried on that routine, I reckon I probably could have hit the targets by the end of January, beginning of February. But I wasn't being consistent enough to build my subscribers and my watch hours any quicker. So what happens next? I received the email and that says that you're able to apply. You then have to go onto the website, and I did a screen record when this time came around because I knew it was something that I wanted to share with you guys. So the page on your YouTube studio where it tells you how close you are to hitting those targets, once you've hit the targets, it has a button on it that says apply now. When you click on that, it takes you to 3 steps. Simple 3-step application. The first step is reviewing the contract. At the end of the day, it is a kind of contract of employment with YouTube, so you have to read through the YouTube Partner Program contract and accept all the terms and conditions. Once you've done that, the second step is AdSense. So this is something that you can do in advance. It's something that I already had in place from my blog, but you can apply for a Google AdSense account. Now this is the thing that you quite often see on people's videos where they're sharing their first YouTube paycheck and it's something they get through the post. That's actually not a paycheck. That is actually part of the verification process for applying for Google AdSense. So you can apply and set it all up, and Google will send you a verification code in the post to your postal address. And then you have to put that in on their forum so they can verify that you do live at your address. That is the part that I would say probably takes the longest, but you can apply for Google AdSense way before you've hit the criteria for the YouTube Partner Program. So if your aim is to join the YouTube Partner Program, I would suggest setting up your Google AdSense in advance, and that will help that whole process be much quicker. After you've set up AdSense and connected all that up, you then have to wait for YouTube to review your application. It does say that it can take a little while. It says usually within a month, but for me, I applied at 6 o'clock in the evening on the 25th of April, and I got an email from YouTube on the 27th of April at 3 minutes to 1, so lunchtime, saying that I'd been approved. So it took less than 48 hours to be approved. And the next time that I logged into the YouTube studio, I had a blue bar across the top of my screen that said, "Congratulations, you have been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. You can now monetize videos and access support." So I clicked on the button on the side of that blue bar that said monetize videos, and it took me to the area where I could set up the monetization options for all of my channel, including all my previous videos. This gave me the option to choose the types of ads that I wanted to include. You can change this for each individual video, but this was for setting my general preferences as well as applying it to all my previous videos. So this is the part where I'm going to share with you my first month's earnings from YouTube. Now remember, at this point I had 1,200 subscribers and I'd obviously hit the 4,000 watch hours, but I hadn't been posting very regularly and I wasn't getting a huge number of views. So I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much from becoming monetized, and I definitely wasn't expecting huge amounts of income straight away, which you might see when you search first YouTube paychecks on other people's channels. But for me, just getting started, I was pleased to see absolutely anything coming across. Obviously, I got monetized on the 27th of April. So my first official notification of money coming from YouTube going into my AdSense account for AdSense to then pay me was for April. So actually that only takes into account the rest of the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th of April. And my earnings for those 3.5 days, I made 98 pence. For reference though, I will also share with you my first full month of being monetized on YouTube, which was May. Now in May, let's have a look. I published 3 videos, so still relatively sporadic, much closer together than they had been, but still not hitting my 1 video a week that I want to be hitting. But for the course of May, from the 1st of May to the 31st of May, my income from YouTube was £16.25. So obviously that's an increase from 98p the previous month, but that was only for 3.5 days. £16.25 is £16.25 more than I would have been earning if I hadn't got myself monetized on YouTube. And obviously since that point, I have been putting out more content and that amount has been growing for me. I've still not been posting brilliantly regularly just because obviously in the meantime, since May, we've had the run up to the wedding, we got married, we had a bit of a break. It's been busy, but I am posting quite consistently at the moment and I'm planning videos for every single week. So please subscribe and follow the rest of my YouTube journey. And if it's interesting to you guys, I will share what happens with my YouTube income and how that increases over time as I post more consistently. So do let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. So the final part of this video, I wanted to share some tips that I would tell my past self if I could go back and say, this is what you can do to help you get monetized on YouTube quicker. The key one that I've mentioned a few times in this video already that I know definitely when I'm doing it, it helps. When I wasn't doing it, it hindered, and that is posting consistently. That doesn't mean you have to post 3, 4, 5 times a week. My aim is to post once a week, and that for me with a full-time job, that is more than enough. So posting regularly, you grow more subscribers, but not only that, YouTube sees you as being reliable. The algorithm is much more likely to pick up on your videos and show them to people when they are searching for something that is relevant to your channel. So definitely posting regularly and being consistent. Someone that talks about this in much more detail is Catherine Manning. I will link her channel below. She has been an absolute godsend. She understands the YouTube algorithm like no one else, and I found her videos absolutely fascinating. So definitely give her a watch and a follow if you're interested in all things YouTube. The other thing that I would tell my past self to do is do better thumbnails. Really focus on your thumbnails. You'll see that in the last kind of probably 6-8 months, my thumbnails have become much clearer. They have got words on, but the words are clear, and even when you see it in a very small form on your YouTube homepage, you can still read the writing. That's something that I've put quite a lot of effort into. I try to make the images interesting, but for me, it's about making the image interesting and having a clear, short bit of text to give people the draw in that they need to click on that link and watch my video. Another tip that I would pass to my past self is using keywords and using them properly. This is still something that I am learning. It's something, again, that Catherine Manning talks a lot about. She had a video out this week about how to use keywords properly, and she's just a font of knowledge when it comes to all things YouTube. But it's something that I knew very, very little about before I really started looking into it. I really recommend using TubeBuddy, which is an add-on that you can get for your YouTube search. So you search a title, see how many people are searching it, see what kind of competition you've got in terms of how many other videos hit that keyword. It helps you choose the right words to feature in your title, your description, and your channel to help your videos show up when someone is searching for something that is relevant to you. I will link Catherine Manning's video from today in my description because she explains it so much better than I ever could and has really, really helped me personally understand how the hell that works. The other thing that I would tell my past self, and this is my final point, is not to stress too much about kit. I stressed quite a lot about what equipment I wanted to use and making really, really high quality content. And yes, there is something really, really important about that, but it's more about posting consistently and getting it out there. That said, I have linked below a few bits of kit that I have found that have really helped me. So I now film all my videos, including this one, on the Canon G7X Mark II. I have found that to be so useful. It has a flip up screen so I can see that I'm in the frame. If I'm vlogging, if I'm moving around, I can see that I'm in focus and that I'm in the frame. Additionally, it has a feature where it focuses on your face. So if you move around, it will still focus on your face. It's not going to focus on my hand over here because my face is in the frame. It's been a brilliant, brilliant camera. It's very, very lightweight, and it didn't cost the earth. So that's been a really, really good investment for me, and I will put a link in the description box for that. I also have a very, very small tripod, so I'm actually sitting at my kitchen table at the moment. I can't put a full height tripod on my kitchen table, that would be ridiculous. So I have a very, very small tripod, about that big, that I use for most of my YouTube stuff. It also means that I can fold the legs in and hold it like that when I'm vlogging, which is brilliant, brilliant. It's been completely invaluable, so I will link that below as well. Other equipment wise, I do have a big tripod, mostly for when I sit down on the sofa and film. So I will link one of those below as well. Obviously, with any camera, you also need memory cards. So I would go for one with a big memory because I've already had that issue on this video where I've had to stop and change my memory card. It's very, very frustrating. So get yourself a nice big SD card. Additionally, you can buy extra batteries. If you have a Canon G7X, I will link some batteries below that are replacement batteries. They come with a 2-battery charger and 2 batteries. So they've been really, really good. Again, in this video, I've had all the luck and my battery ran out, but I had another battery there ready to plug in and use straight away. So it's invaluable in that kind of situation, because it would have been very annoying if I'd had to take the battery out, plug it in, let it charge, and come back in a few hours time and finish out as if I was still going with the video. It would be very frustrating. So replacement batteries have been really, really useful for me and have really, really helped me in building up my YouTube and getting to the point where I am monetized. The final bit of kit that I absolutely swear by and that has really, really helped me on my YouTube journey so far is my external hard drive. Now this is one that again was recommended by Catherine Manning. I will put a link for it in the description box below, but this is brilliant because I do all my editing on this. It holds all my footage and it means that it doesn't slow down my computer, because when I first started making videos, I found that putting all of that footage on it, if it's vlog footage, if it's sitting down chatting, long pieces of footage, actually take up a huge amount of memory, and putting that on my computer was slowing it down like nobody's business. All my editing and all my files happen in one place, and it means that it's all going through the hard drive rather than using up and slowing down my computer. As I said, I will link all of those bits of kit below for you. But in summary, my top tips, if I could go back and talk to my past self and tell her how to get herself monetized sooner, my tips would be to post consistently. Pick how regular you're going to post and stick to it. Make your thumbnails better, learn more about keywords and use them in every single video properly, about having the right kit, but not stressing too much about spending loads and loads of money on pieces of kit, because at the end of the day, it's about posting consistently and posting about stuff that you're passionate about. And it's not so much about having the most expensive camera and a boom mic and a ring light and all of this. It's about getting the content filmed, edited and up there for people to see. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I really hope that it's given you an insight into my YouTube journey so far. And if you have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you for the next one.